Hello, faithful viewers. My name is Samuel Johnson, and I welcome you to this, the most spooky time of the year. So, if you have absolutely no idea who the hell I am, allow me to give you a brief introduction. I am a very low-grade YouTuber who, for the last few years, has made it his main shtick to do various vlogs pertaining to various shows and franchises that I myself enjoyed watching when I was growing up. How the vlogs typically work is that I watch an entry into whatever show or franchise that I'm looking at, and then I just, sit down in this here chair and then talk about it. I go over the plot, I talk about what I liked and didn't like, and overall whether I'd recommend that entry into the franchise or not. I've been doing it for a while, and while the videos aren't popular, like at all, they barely get any views, I still enjoy doing them, and I think they're a lot of fun, especially since I do get to go back and revisit all these shows and franchises that I myself enjoyed when I was younger. I've looked at stuff like Ben 10, Danny Phantom, Code Lyoko, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, a short-lived Spider-Man series, and even at this point in time, I'm doing a vlog series on the show Xiaolin Showdown. So, again, it's a lot of fun, and I always look forward to doing them. Typically, the vlogs are posted on Friday, and they still are. However, 2 years ago, I started doing what I call seasonal vlogs. Basically, just vlogs that are just relegated to one particular time of the year. And, well, as you could probably tell by when I'm doing this video, these particular vlogs are for Halloween. The first time that I started doing Halloween vlogs, I decided to look at the 10-episode miniseries Over the Garden Wall, which I thought to be a rather enjoyable miniseries. I can see why it's rewatched every year, and it's definitely something I still recommend looking for if you haven't seen it yet. And then last year, I decided to look at a handful of Scooby-Doo movies, specifically Zombie Island through Cyber Chase, as I felt that those films kind of were like their own little era of Scooby-Doo films, and I kind of wanted to look back at them and give my 2 cents on them. Which brings us to this year. Every year, I like to do polls asking people what I should look at the next year. I usually divide it between two particular spooky franchises and then let people decide. However, when it came down to this year, I kind of wound up getting a tie with the polls. And as a result, I want to try and break the tie. I wound up asking some of my friends, hey, which of these two franchises should I look at? And ultimately, what I'll be looking at, what I wound up looking at, what I'm going to be looking at, wound up winning because that was a suggestion. And well, if you're wondering what that is, then you clearly haven't seen the title of the video. Let's talk about some stop-motion scary movies. Now, odds are, if you're familiar with the world of animation, you know what stop motion is. It's basically just clay figures and clay sets that are basically just set up in real time, and how the animation for those works is that people will move the clay figures just a little bit at a time and take pictures. And the more basically as they keep moving them, the pictures will start when actually put side by side together will actually look like a flowing picture. It's very arduous and takes a long time to do. But honestly, it's probably one of the most impressive forms of animation that I've ever seen, as it's one of those things where you can almost literally see the blood, sweat, and tears that go into every frame of film. And, well, there are a lot of creative films that have come out that have been under stop motion. I could probably list a few out the bat that you're already aware of, like Chicken Run or Wallace and Gromit, which were both made by Urban Animations. Both of those are still very impressive works. However, there are certain films in the stop-motion genre that have kind of garnered a certain reputation for being associated with Halloween. Films that like to excite and thrill by utilizing various dark imagery and creative ideas to create a very, I'm going to say, thrill ride of a story. And these films are films that I want to be looking at for this particular Halloween, as I feel that they are a genre in and of themselves, and regardless of what your thoughts on each of the films, I think there's something unique and creative about each and every one. And so I figured, why not look at them for a Halloween special, and why not look at them for my Halloween vlog? So here we are now. Now, of course, I'm not going to be looking at all of them, since there's only so many weeks in October, and I don't plan to just, stuff them all in. I've tried doing vlogs like that before, and I had no fun. I genuinely had no fun. So, like with my other Halloween vlogs, what I plan to do for these movies is that every Sunday throughout the month of October, I am going to watch a stop-motion animated movie, and then once I'm done with it, I'll sit here in this chair and, like my other vlogs, just give you my thoughts on them. If that sounds like something you'll want to watch, then I invite you to come join me for this, but if it sounds like something you're not interested in, I totally get it. It's again, like I said, the vlogs aren't professional. They're really not that great. It's just something I do for funsies. But again, if you are interested, then I hope that then I hope you enjoy me as we. Then I hope you I hope you enjoy the ride as you come with me through this the spookiest time of year with a little series that I like to call Stop Motion Spookies. And to kick this little series off, we're going to be taking a look at a film that's considered a classic for both Halloween and Christmas, as we take a look at Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas.